guys, I had some time to kill, so I thought I would film a video for you. The one that I wanted to do, because I've been a little perfume obsessed recently, is my top 5 favorite perfumes. I'm not going to go in any particular order except for the last two. I'm kind of saving the best for last. The first one that I want to talk about is the most out of season one. This is Maison Margiela's replica perfumes, and the scent for this one is called By the Fireplace. The top notes are pink pepper, orange blossom, and cloves. I'm looking down because I have it written. The middle notes are chestnut, guaiac wood, and juniper. And then the base notes are vanilla, Peru, balsam, and cashmeron. They describe this perfume as combining smoky and woody accords with the subtle sweetness of chestnut to evoke a familiar but forgotten moment, the warmth of a cozy fireplace in midwinter. So very, very not seasonal. I got it as a gift for my husband probably in February or so. And you guys know that I live in Florida, so it was a little unseasonal. We don't get a lot of winter here. It's very, very potent, so because we're not in cold weather, I tend to spray it really, like, spray the tiniest bit and kind of far away from my skin, so my skin just gets like a very fine mist. And it starts off on my skin kind of like a really spicy woody scent, and then it gets more subtly sweet and cozy, which is what I love about it. I can't really do a lot of vanilla scents on my skin, at least not when they're the kind of the top or the main player in the notes, because my skin takes it and like amplifies it, and then it gets way too sweet and it's kind of makes me very nauseous. So because I didn't really have a chance to use it in like winter per se, I've been using it at night during the summer, and it's just, and it doesn't feel too heavy or too overpowering that way. So the next perfume that I want to talk about is, actually I'll talk about two kind of in conjunction. These are both Jo Malone perfumes. One is the Blue Agave and Cacao, and the other one is the Oud and Bergamot. And the reason that I'm talking about it together is because I tend to mix the two together. The Blue Agave and Cacao, the top notes are Byredo citrus, lime oil, grapefruit, cardamom, and red berry. The middle notes are blue agave flower, sea salt, orchid, geranium, and white lily, and the base notes are cocoa, vetiver, cinnamon, musk, and vanilla. It's said to be inspired by the rhythm of Latin music. The clear citrus rhythm of lime and grapefruit is followed by the exotic melody of the agave flower. Oriental bass accords speed up the rhythm and warm up the composition. I think it's a great everyday perfume for pretty much all year. It pairs well with a lot of different things. You know, Jo Malone is very much about fragrance combining, and it's really easy to mix that, or to use that as kind of like a base layer scent and mix it with other things. On me, the first spray is very zingy. It's got like a fizzy quality to it, almost like soda. It reminds me of the scent at the very beginning. Sometimes actually reminds me of cola. It does not stay that way for very long. It actually dries down again to this kind of subtle sweet floral. It's very unique. You're not going to smell it on a lot of people, and it's not as heavy or overdone as a lot of the more popular florals that I find in the market. I do mix it, as I was saying before, with the Oud and Bergamot scent from Jo Malone. Now this is part of their Cologne Intense line. It's meant to be deeper and not as light, kind of more powerful scents than their normal colognes. The description states that it is precious oud reframed. The mysterious smoky character of this revered wood, central to Middle Eastern tradition, radiates with the clarity of crisp bergamot and an orange granite accord. It's hypnotic and alluring. Alluring is a great word for this scent. This is something that I will use, again, and tends to be kind of in colder weather, but my husband loves using it year round. a lot of ouds I find can be a little too much for summer. Because it's got the orange and the bergamot notes, I find that it really kind of just livens up the oud and it's not too much for the summer. I like to mix it with the blue agave and cacao because it adds this kind of zestiness to the sweet floral of the blue agave and cacao cologne. Whenever I mix the two, I cannot stop smelling my clothes afterwards because it takes on the scent of whatever I'm wearing, and then I'll be like sniffing my jacket or sniffing my scarf or whatever I have on, and it smells heavenly. The last two perfumes that I want to talk about are pretty much what I smell like. One of them is what I've smelled like for years. It's what my husband knows me by, and the other one is the one that I use kind of on a day-to-day basis now. I'll start with that one. The one that I smell like a lot of the time now, what has been my current obsession, is the Byredo Black Saffron Eau de Parfum. It smells so good. It's actually probably considered one of the more warmer scents by Byredo. The top notes are juniper berries, pomelo, and saffron. The middle notes are accord cuir, black violet, and cristal rose. The base notes are blonde woods, raspberry, and vetiver. And the description to this is that saffron is holy to all Hindus, is the color of Buddhist robes, and has become a symbol for India. Black saffron is a fragrance inspired by this very idea of sublime unity. The description doesn't really give you much about this scent, more about the inspiration. I have been really obsessed with Byredo perfumes recently. I've only had it for like less than a month, and look how much I've used up. That's crazy. And this is a 100ml bottle. So I've used up a lot. I've been wearing it a lot the past couple days. On me, it starts off really kind of fruity and fresh. The pomelo, pomelo is like a citrus fruit, I believe. Like almost like a juicier grapefruit. The pomelo and the berries really stand out to me. And it was kind of caught my attention when I first smelled it at Neiman Marcus. What I love about it is that it dries down to this kind of, it says leather accord. Accord cuir is leather accord in French. But on me, it's almost suede-y. On me, it's softer. So it makes me think of suede more than it makes me think of leather. But it's still slightly sweetened, and not so much that it's, again, sickly or would make you think of fruit in any way. It's just this really indescribable perfume. You really just, if ever you're at a Byredo counter, you should just go sniff them. All of them. They're all good. I haven't smelled one that I haven't liked. The last scent that I want to talk about is the perfume that has been my tried and true for 5 or 6 years now, and that is the Chanel Chanson Fresh. So this one is an empty bottle. You can see that I've used it up. However, I have a brand new bottle kind of still in the box that I haven't really used yet. It's normally got like green juice. I haven't broken that open yet because I also have Chanel Chanson Fresh in the twist and spray. And it's tiny and it's refillable. You get like a couple of these when you purchase it. You get the twist and spray as well as I think 3 of those vials. So it's the perfume that I've used the most. I've used up a couple of different versions of that perfume. It is pretty much what I used to wear when my husband and I first started dating. So whenever he smells that, it just kind of takes him back to those days. So I also tend to wear it on special occasions between the two of us, or if we're going on a date, I tend to wear that. So it's not so much my everyday perfume anymore. I tend to be in a very nostalgic mood now when I wear it. If ever I want to kind of bring back memories of those days, I'll spritz a little bit of that on. The top notes in the Chanson Fresh are lemon and cedar. The middle notes are pink pepper, water hyacinth, and jasmine. And the base notes are teakwood, iris, amber, patchouli, vetiver, and white musk. It's described as a fresh, sparkling expression of chance. The unexpected floral bursts with a lightness and zest as notes of citrus, water, hyacinth, and jasmine absolute are energized with woody notes of amber, patchouli, and fresh vetiver. I'd say that was pretty accurate. When I first sprayed this on, it's very much a citrus scent. It's got a kind of crisp, watery quality to it, kind of cologne-like in feel, and slightly masculine. Oh God, it smells. I don't think I have anything on today. It's slightly more masculine than any of their other women's perfumes. It's very fresh and clean smelling. I wore it a lot the past couple of years, pretty much until recently. It's a scent that would dress up a casual outfit, but also would be very fitting if you're wearing, you know, business casual in the office. It's not something that's going to be too offensive to other people, because again, it's very light, it's not too heavy. It just gives me a little bit of a, I think, of a backbone. But it's that kind of feeling, like it kind of makes me stand a little bit taller. It's the perfume equivalent of me putting on high heels, I guess, if that makes sense. Those are my top 5 favorite perfumes. I hope you enjoyed hearing me ramble on about them. Please comment down below what your top 5 favorites are, and if you have any recommendations for me or things that I should go sniff, then let me know.